Noam Chomsky, a renowned linguist and political commentator, has shared his perspective on why the Oslo negotiations failed and who is to blame. Chomsky's views on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, particularly the Oslo Accords, can be summarized as follows. Asymmetry in power. Chomsky emphasizes the significant power imbalance between Israel and the Palestinians. He argues that the negotiations were inherently skewed in Israel's favor, making it difficult for Palestinians to achieve their goals. Settlement expansion. Chomsky places considerable blame on Israel for its continued construction of settlements in the West Bank during and after the Oslo process. He sees this as a violation of the agreements and a major obstacle to the establishment of a viable Palestinian state. U.S. role and bias. Chomsky is critical of the United States for its perceived pro-Israel bias and its failure to act as an honest broker in the peace process. He believes that U.S. political and financial support for Israel hindered the negotiations. Lack of meaningful progress. Chomsky argues that the Oslo Accords did not lead to significant improvements in the lives of Palestinians, particularly in areas such as economic development, freedom of movement, and self-determination. He asserts that this lack of progress contributed to the breakdown of negotiations. Failure to address core issues. Chomsky suggests that the Oslo negotiations did not adequately address the core issues of the conflict, such as the status of Jerusalem, the right of return for Palestinian refugees, and the borders of a future Palestinian state. These unresolved issues ultimately led to the failure of the process. Chomsky's viewpoint largely places the blame on Israel, with some criticism directed toward the United States for its role in the peace process. It is important to note that Chomsky's perspective is widely regarded as one side of the debate, which I believe is the right one, and the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is a deeply complex and multifaceted issue. Different individuals and scholars have various opinions on who is to blame for the failure of the Oslo negotiations and the broader conflict. I recommend viewing the debate between Norman Finkelstein and one of the chief negotiators of Israel, Shlomo Ben Ami, on Democracy Now! You can find it on YouTube. Very revealing on who pulled out and the reasoning.